Welcome back, Stars, to another weekly report.
I'm Olivia.
And I'm Aurora.
Before we get into our features and other things,
let's get into our calendar. Today, October 23rd, is basketball practice.
Tomorrow's another basketball practice. Train hard, basketball team.
On Wednesday at 4:15 is an SAC meeting.
Fun! On Thursday is another basketball practice.
You have a busy week, basketball team. On Friday is the middle school fall dance.
I can't wait. Well, that's all we have for our calendar.
Now it's time for
birthdays.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to SAA Stars. Happy birthday to you.
Our feature this week is the history of pumpkin chunkin'.
That sounds interesting. Let's get into it.
World Championship Pumpkin Chunkin' is the name of an annual contest held after the day of Halloween.
It's in Delaware, and it started in 1986.
The competition is to see who can chunk a pumpkin the farthest with a homemade machine.
The Guinness World Record shot is held by a pneumatic cannon dubbed Big 10-inch at 5,545.43 feet on September 9th, 2010 in Moab, Utah.
Every year they had a 1-hour TV segment dedicated to competition.
Sadly, they don't have it anymore. It canceled in 2010.
Oh, that's awful. Well, that was an interesting feature.
Now, with the theme of history of Halloween things, we have a video on the history of Halloween itself.
Let's watch.
When most people think of Halloween, they think of trick-or-treating, parades, bobbing for apples, and other family-friendly activities. But bet you didn't know the true story behind the ancient origins of Halloween. It all goes back some 2,000 years to the ancient Celtic festival known as Samhain, celebrated on November 1st. On the night before Samhain, people believed that the dead returned as ghosts. They would leave food and wine on their doorsteps to keep roaming spirits at bay, and wear masks when they left the house so they would be mistaken for fellow ghosts. The Christian Church turned Samhain into All Saints' Day, or All Hallows, in the 8th century. The night before became All Hallows' Eve, later shortened to Halloween. You've heard of trick-or-treating on Halloween, but what about souling or guising? All three of these traditions originated in medieval Britain. On All Souls' Day, November 2nd, the needy would beg for pastries known as soul cakes. In return, they would pray for people's dead relatives. This was called souling. In the medieval Halloween tradition of guising, young people would dress up in costume and accept food, wine, money, and other offerings in exchange for singing, reciting poetry, or telling jokes. In 19th century America, Irish and Scottish immigrants revived these old traditions. The result was trick-or-treating. At first, it was much more about the tricks, in the form of pranks and hijinks, than the treats. It wasn't until the 1950s that the custom took on its current family-friendly, kid-centered form. Today, Halloween is big business, with U.S. consumers spending more than $2.5 billion on costumes annually. Add in the candy, and it's estimated that Americans spend up to $6 billion on Halloween each year, making it the second most commercial holiday after Christmas. So whether you're a fan of tricks, treats, or trivia, there's a bit of Halloween history.
We bet you didn't know!
That was cool.
I know.
Now it's time for
Strange Facts.
Did you know that cashews come from a fruit?
Did you know that crickets taste like peanuts?
And that Mr. Potato Head was the first toy to be advertised on TV?
We got a math test today, so you need to go ahead and please pull out your pencils. We're on limited time. We got our concerts this morning. You guys look great, by the way. Got the papers right here. I'm going to pass these out.
Have you ever had one of those days? Wouldn't it be great to have some place to get the things you need to get you through your school day?
Pencils, pens, notebooks, essays, swaggy, and more.
Convenient and affordable. Come to SAA School Store. Coming soon.
All benefits Sarasota County other art school programs.
Now Now it's time to announce the name of the meme eel.
I'm so excited.
And the name is
Shaquille O'Eel. Well, that's all the time we have for today, stars. Bye.
Bye.
I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down.